Hey Celtics Nation! We're back with an exclusive video and the latest updates on our beloved Boston Celtics. Before we dive in, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit that like button. This way, you'll always stay up to date and never miss out on any exclusive news. The NBA world was absolutely shaken this morning by a rumor that seeping quietly through league insiders could change the landscape of basketball forever. Stephen Curry might be reinforcing the Boston Celtics. Yeah, you heard that right. Steph Curry, the face of the Golden State Warriors, the man who revolutionized the game with his insane three-point shooting, is being linked with the Boston Celtics. While nothing is official, the speculation alone has set social media ablaze. It all started with a cryptic tweet from an anonymous but historically reliable insider suggesting that a top NBA superstar could be heading east, mentioning green shamrocks and a revolutionary shooting style. Immediately, fans and analysts connected the dots, and Curry's name shot to the top of every trending list. Now, of course, we have to emphasize, this is just a rumor for now. But what makes it so fascinating is that, unlike many baseless speculations, there are some subtle indicators that give this story just enough credibility to stir up the NBA community. For starters, Curry is approaching the twilight years of his career. Not that he's slowing down, far from it. But players of his caliber and age often start considering legacy moves, playing for a new franchise, taking on a new challenge, and cementing their status in different contexts. The Celtics, fresh off a dominant season, have positioned themselves as perennial contenders, but perhaps just need that extra edge, an all-time great, to push them over the top consistently. Let's also not forget that Curry has expressed multiple times over the years his admiration for the city of Boston and its deep basketball culture. He's spoken about how legendary players like Larry Bird influence his game, and he's had nothing but praise for the Celtics' defensive tenacity and their fan base's passion. Could this be a hint? Maybe not. But when rumors like this start, every little piece of evidence feels like it matters. Adding fuel to the fire is Curry's recent real estate activity. Several outlets have reported that he's been looking at properties on the East Coast, particularly in Massachusetts and nearby areas. Coincidence? Maybe. But in the NBA, coincidences rarely go unnoticed. Financially, such a move would be monumental. Curry's current contract with the Warriors is one of the largest in league history, and the Celtics would need to make some serious cap space to make this dream scenario a reality. But if there's a franchise with the creativity and ambition to pull off such a blockbuster move, it's Boston. They've managed big trades before and have an attractive roster of young, talented players that could be part of a potential deal. Names like Jaylen Brown or even draft picks could be floated in a hypothetical package, though such a trade would certainly shake the core of the team. But for Stephen Curry, teams are willing to make sacrifices they wouldn't consider for anyone else. The potential fit on the court is something that makes this rumor even juicier. Imagine Curry's off-ball movement working in tandem with Jason, Tatum's offensive prowess, and Kristaps Porzingis' floor spacing ability. The Celtics are already one of the best defensive teams in the league, and Curry's offensive gravity could make them downright unstoppable. Boston's system under head coach Joe Mazzulla is predicated on ball movement, floor spacing, and relentless defensive pressure. Adding Curry's elite shooting and veteran leadership to that mix might be exactly what they need to secure multiple championships in the coming years. And let's not underestimate Curry's proven ability to adapt his game to fit with other stars. Of course, from the Warriors' perspective, this would be heartbreaking, but perhaps understandable. Golden State's dynasty seems to be nearing its end, with aging core players and limited flexibility to reshape the roster around Curry. There have been rumblings about Klay Thompson's uncertain future with the team, Draymond Green's ongoing contract drama, and a front office contemplating a potential rebuild. If there ever was a time when Curry could consider moving on and pursuing one last adventure elsewhere, it might just be now. And what better place than Boston, a city with as much basketball heritage and competitive fire as any in the league. But before we continue, please remember to subscribe to the channel and give the video a like. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest news about the Boston Celtics. Feel free to share your thoughts on the news in the comments as well. The fan reaction, as you can imagine, has been completely insane. Celtics fans are already fantasizing about Curry donning the iconic green and white jersey, draining logo threes at TD Garden while the crowd erupts. On the flip side, Warriors fans are understandably devastated by even the thought of losing their franchise icon. Social media is flooded with mock-up images of Curry in a Celtics uniform. Heated debates about who would be included in a potential trade, and endless discussions about what this would mean for the balance of power in the NBA. Some believe this is just off-season noise, but others argue that where there's smoke, there's fire. Even the odds makers are reacting to the rumor. Several sports books have adjusted their future odds, moving the Celtics up as co-favorites to win the title next season, just in case this move does materialize. Analysts on major sports networks are cautiously entertaining the possibility, breaking down how Curry's arrival could reshape not only the Celtics, but the entire Eastern Conference. The Milwaukee Bucks, Miami Heat, and Philadelphia 76ers would all have to rethink their strategies if Boston were to add the greatest shooter in NBA history to an already loaded roster. This potential shift is so seismic that it's dominating headlines across all platforms. But let's not get too ahead of ourselves. As with all major NBA rumors, there's a fair share of skepticism. Some insiders insist that Curry is committed to finishing his career in Golden State, citing his loyalty to the franchise and his family's roots in the Bay Area. They argue that the Celtics rumor is just speculative fodder designed to generate clicks and stir off-season drama. Yet others counter that the modern NBA is a player-driven league where even the most loyal superstars consider moves that were once unthinkable. Kevin Durant's moves, LeBron James' relocations, these all set precedents that make even the wildest scenarios plausible. So, will Stephen Curry really reinforce the Boston Celtics? At this point, it's impossible to say for certain. But the thing is clear, the mere possibility has already electrified the basketball world. Whether this rumor fizzles out or becomes the biggest story of the decade, it reminds us why we love the NBA so much. It's not just about the games played on the court. It's about the narratives, the what-ifs, the shifting alliances, and the never-ending speculation that keeps fans engaged year-round. For now, we'll keep refreshing our feeds, hanging on every insider update and dreaming about what could be an absolutely legendary chapter in NBA history. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the Boston Celtics, please subscribe to our channel and give the video a like. We always appreciate your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.